Welcome to Cinema Kane's Cinema Reviews. I'm your host, Cinema Kane, and today we're looking at Jurassic World Dominion. This will be the last of the series of films and TV shows that I watched over the summer, and then we're going to get into some more retro stuff for a while, and we'll see where things go. So, right now, I want to take you back to 1993. Jurassic Park has just opened. A 9-year-old Cinema Kane has just exited the theater with his, at the time, 3rd grade best friend, Tyler. Tyler's mom and older sister accompanied us to see this movie. And we had a blast. We even went to McDonald's afterwards and got the collector cup that they had for Jurassic Park. It was in our local mall that we went to see this. And it was the first time I had ever experienced wanting to know how movies were made. Because if you believed Superman could fly in 1978, well, they brought dinosaurs back to life in 1993. And the poster wasn't wrong when it said an event 65 million years in the making, because I was there for it. And I loved it, and it was the first time I ever remember going twice to see a movie in the theater. The original Jurassic Park means so much to me. And at one point, someday, because it is one of my favorite movies, I will give it its own grandioso review. But for now, we're here to talk about essentially the 6th Jurassic Park movie, or the 3rd Jurassic World movie. But the reason I bring up the original Jurassic Park is because for the first time ever since the original Jurassic Park, we've got our original trio of Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Ian Malcolm back together, mixed with our new characters. And again, this movie, a lot of critics panned it, possibly rightly so, but man, was I entertained. And it's because I was entertained, I'm going to give it an honest, heartfelt review. Because the original Jurassic Park means what it means to me. Because it meant what it meant to me to see these old characters on the screen again. I can't just say, oh, that movie sucked. Because in my mind, it didn't. Like I said, I was entertained. The logic that the screenwriters and the filmmakers used to create the plot was a bit out there, I guess you could say. But I've seen worse, and I've also seen worse movies. This movie gave me feelings of nostalgia. I was entertained by it, as I've said before. And on top of that, it explored aspects of the Jurassic series that I honestly can't believe we haven't looked at until now. The idea that there's an underground market for things like, meat from dinosaurs. There are people with enough money who are buying dinosaurs as pets or bodyguards. I feel like that could have been explored further even. I feel like that could have helped added to the intrigue of the movie. However, I also know why they were focused on what they were focused on. Because the idea that the genetic splicing and whatnot had gotten to the point where they could genetically engineer things to behave in a certain way that could potentially wipe out the world, if not, checked properly, and I'm not going to get into what, because while there are spoilers in this review, I'm not going to spoil the entire thing for those of you that do want to see it. It felt good. It felt like a good Jurassic World, Jurassic Park movie. I cannot say that it gave me the same sense of wonder I had back in 1993 when I was almost 10 years old. But it still made me go the entire time. I was grinning from ear to ear the entire time I was watching it. And man, I can't wait to watch Jurassic World Dominion again. Supposedly there's going to be an extended edition when it comes to home video, which I believe it may have by the time this review comes out. But my point is, I really enjoyed the film. And for those critics out there that have been saying that it's a jumbled mess or that it doesn't work or whatever, I say, were you at all entertained by it? Because part of your job as a critic is to not only look at it with a critical eye and say, oh, well, this could have been fixed, that could have been fixed, this could have been done better, but you should also look inward and say, yeah, but I enjoyed this because, I can point out 2 or 3 things that are wrong with the film, but I only saw 2 or 3 things that are wrong with the film. The biggest, in my opinion, is the editing at times is a bit choppy. I also felt like there were times where the CGI didn't even match the 1993 standards for Jurassic Park. So, yeah, I mean, there's a couple of nitpicks for you, but that's truly about all I saw as far as the flaws were concerned. So, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. Where do you stand with the franchise? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're new here, hope you enjoyed your first Kane cinema review. I'll see you guys at the video store.